Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name is Amy, and I'm an ordained minister. We are in Bible study. We're in the NIV. We're in Deuteronomy, chapter 17. It's not particularly long, but, we're going to do the whole chapter one way or the other, because that's really just how we roll. This is a continuation of chapter 16 with the heading of worshiping other gods, which started out with do not plant any trees dedicated to the, to Asherah. I don't want to give her a title. And do not set up any, poles to her. Do not erect any sacred stones near the altar of the Lord or any other sacred stones. Like, it's just God. Don't do anything else. Okay. Then do not sacrifice to the Lord your God an ox or a sheep that has any defect or flaw in it, that would be detestable to him. If a man or woman living among you in one of the towns the Lord gives you is found doing evil in the eyes of the Lord your God in violation of his covenant, and contrary to my commands, has worshipped other gods, bowing down to them, or to the sun, or the moon, or the stars of the sky, and this has been brought to your attention, then you must investigate it thoroughly. If it is true, and it has proved that this detestable thing has been done in Israel, take the man or woman who has done this evil deed to your city gate and stone that person to death. On the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses, a man should be put to death, but no one should be put to death on the testimony of only one witness. The hands of the witnesses must be the first in putting him to death, and the hands of the people. You must purge the evil from among you. Law courts. If a case comes before your courts that are too difficult for you to judge, whether bloodshed lawsuits or assaults, take them to the place the Lord your God will choose. Go to the priests who are Levites and to the judge who is in office at time. Inquire of them, and they will give you the verdict. You must act according to the decisions they give you at the place the Lord will choose. Be careful to do everything they direct you to do. Act according to the law they teach you and the decisions they give you. Do not turn aside from what they tell you to the right or to the left. The man who shows contempt for the judge or for the priest who stands ministering there to the Lord your God must be put to death. You must purge the evil from Israel. All the people will hear and be afraid and will not be contemptuous again. Okay, so if you give people a swift, harsh enough punishment, it does make them think twice before they do certain things. I will say that history has most definitely taught us that, for sure. The king. When you enter the land the Lord your God is giving you, and have taken possession of it and settled in it, you say, okay, let us have a king over us like the nations around us. Be sure to appoint over you the king the Lord your God chooses. He must be from among your own brothers. Do not place a foreigner over you, one who is not your brother Israelite. The king, moreover, must not acquire great numbers of horses. It's pretty specific. Horses for himself, or make the people return to Egypt to get more of them. For the Lord your God has told you, you are not to go back that way again. He must not take any wives, or take many wives, He must not take many wives, or his heart will be led astray. Oh, look at that. The king is not supposed to have many wives. Now, I'm going to tell you that starting right from the beginning, like David, right from the get, just like does not follow that whatsoever. Saul, I'm not so sure about, but you'll get there. He must not take many wives, or his heart will be led astray. He must not accumulate large amounts of silver and gold. So your king cannot have many wives and should not accumulate large amounts of silver or gold. Okay, just when he takes the throne of his kingdom, he is to write for himself on a scroll a copy of this law, taken from that of the priests, who are the Levites. It is to be with him, and is to read it all the days of his life, so he may learn to revere the Lord his God and follow carefully all the words of this law and these decrees, and not consider himself better than his brothers, and turn from the law to the right or to the left. So the kings are not supposed to be above the law. They're supposed to follow the law, and it sounds like they have mandatory daily Bible study, or it would be Torah study in their culture at this time, just in case. Just in case you're like, where did we get it should make you go, where did we get the idea of what kings were supposed to act like jerk faces? Because it does seem to be primarily what they felt like they had the right to do, be giant jerks. He must, and verse 20, and not consider himself better than his brothers, and turn from the law to the left or to the right, to the right and to the left. I switched those. Then he and his descendants will reign a long time over his kingdom in Israel. So, newsflash. Kings were not supposed to lord it over each other, not have multiple wives, not acquire large amounts of silver or gold, and not think they're better than everybody else. Till the next video, friends.